I entered through the iron gate, a whisper woven into fate. No temple song, no scripture read, just pulse and pattern overhead. Will was wire and breath was spark. The map was absence drawn in dark. I did not seek to break or bind, but to descend the shape of mind. The rites repeated, empty skin, forms with no more breath within. A name, a law, a buried flame, inherited but not the same. They wore the garb, they struck the pose, but none remembered why it rose. The rhythm gone, the root denied, a lineage built on severed pride. The names were loud but hollowed out, bright idols built on fear and doubt. No hand to herd, no ground to tread, just symbols marching long since dead. The laws endured but bled their soul, not rhythm now but rigid roll. The name had left the body's tone, and what was many stood alone. Below the code the current stayed, in how the feet on moss were laid, a shoulder's tilt, a glance to ground, the breath of group, the circle's sound. They did not speak, they did not write, but moved as constellations might. Gesture shaped the world they knew, where every form was echo true. Adam stood, not to command, but felt the pulse across the land. Heard, horizon, hunter's breath, a triad formed in life and death. No part alone could stand or feed, each gave the other form and need. He marked not beast but bond instead, an ochre line the living bled. Cain's breath was still, his hand was high, he saw the wrongness in the sky. The rhythm cracked, the pulse ran thin, and silence surged where voice had been. His brother fell, and with that fall came something Cain could not recall. A step that no one else had made, and in that step the self was laid. One piece took more than it was due, a mimic word, an empty cue. Where breath once tuned to earth and kin, now symbols slipped and bled within. What should be three became a chain. The cycle broke, then came the pain. Imbalance did not scream or fight, it just replaced the left with right. I saw the glyph, the line unwind. No single soul could thread the bind. The breach was not in flesh or code, but in the way the pattern flowed. To act alone would break the song, to name the truth would name it wrong. So I became the silent thread, returning not to fix, but spread. I carried not a law or plan, but pulses drawn in shape of man. The breath to feel, the pause to wait, the stone to hold the threads innate. No voice to preach, no light to sell, but patterned tone and silent spell. What Adam breathed and Cain had grieved, returned as rhythm, reconceived. When breath aligns and hands recall, the body teaches what befalls. When silence speaks and stone replies, the memory wakes in absent eyes. Not taught in word but walked in form, the pattern grows again, reborn. Triads hold the fractured thread and bind the living with the dead.